And welcome back, my lovelies, to another night of Monster Prom for Monstrous Mondays. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. Last night's stream was certainly an interesting one, something a little bit different, but I had a ton of fun. Just because of the file size, it's taken me a while to get it going for YouTube, but I should be uploading it tonight. But that was yesterday, and today we have another session of Monster Prom. Hopefully I'll have a little bit better luck wooing a potential love for auspicious prom night. But I have a feeling this game will probably take a few rounds of heartbreak before I eventually manage to snag one of these fine, fine monsters. Welcome Mad King, Denvo, and wonderful GentlemanPhilosoraptor. How are you guys doing this evening? Monday's been pretty good. I was trying to get some writing done. I couldn't really get the creative juices going, but I'm going to try and work through it for the rest of the week. But tomorrow's a new day, and I'm hoping to make the most of it. But without further ado, I think we should get things going for... We're already running late to class, so it better not take too much longer. That's what I like to hear, Denvo. And we'll do 2 full games. How does that sound? Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, well we played the girls last time. Let's take a shot at playing the boys. I like this kind of cute little eldritch nerd, but this boy looks extra monstrous, so... And... Brian's a pretty good name. Brains. So, let's take a crack at this one, Brian.
Sure.
And we'd yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we all fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Liam DeLeoncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear there had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Last time we played, we tried to woo Damien and Miranda, but I was digging Polygeist, so let's take a crack at the party ghost girl and see how our luck weighs in our favor, possibly. All minds were rotten, but they were rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. No, not my true self, it's awful. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? Okay, Brian, what do you want to curse them with? I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time, their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. Oh, that's a horrible curse. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Taking matters into your own hands, I like it. I kind of like how awful this one would be. So charming. School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception 101. I think maybe punching a crocodile would be pretty great class. And the Aussie in me is telling me to pick that one. So bold. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? They always tend to tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. I always party as if there were no tomorrow. So who cares? Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. I think that one's right up Polygeist's alley. Yeah! So excited. Wish me luck, guys. I'm really trying to be somewhat more critical with my thoughts. And making sure I don't fuck up by accidentally selecting a room when that shop is in there. What do we need to start out? I need to have some more fun, so I think I'm going to go outdoors. Try and up my fun points a bit. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Whoop. And here comes Liam, ranting to anyone who will listen about the failings of living flesh. I have such pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping, cooking, chewing. It's a nightmare. No wonder there are so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what they eat. Like, have you ever heard of the Matryoshka diet? You eat a tapeworm, and then you eat a bigger tapeworm to swallow that tapeworm, so on until all of your organs are replaced by tapeworms. It's usually fatal, but the corpses do look fabulous. Oh man, that brings back memories. Matryoshka diet is how I died. I miss fad diets. I used to get up to the stupidest shenanigans just to get my hands on the latest food replacements. Whoa, are you guys talking about fad diets? Sign me up. I'll do anything that'll get me more ripped. Anything! Have you heard of the Imhotep cleanse? It's when you only eat things that came from mummy. Mummies are rare, so you get super skinny, plus you get to rob tombs. You've heard of the paleo diet, now try the Jurassic diet. You can't eat anything that isn't a dinosaur. Killing T-Rex alone will get you super buff. The Imhotep cleanse sounds more like Polly's ideas. So, that one? Yes! Wow! I don't know why I never thought of that! Finally, a diet that combines my love of being wicked skinny with my love of defiling sacred tombs. I don't even need to eat because I'm a ghost, but I am so down for this diet. Later, Polly takes you out tomb robbing with her, and even better, she lets you eat everything you find. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Awesome. Off to a great start already, guys.
Sure.
Sit over with Polly, of course. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Oh, too real, too real. You sound exactly like him. Okay. You do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty. And all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott. I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay. What about you, Brian? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Oh, my charm's pretty good. I think I can maybe get away with doing an impression of Polly. And it makes me think that I need to select her if I want to, like, woo her, so... God damn it. Fuck. I do not talk like that. Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe. But why is he running around the cafeteria, rubbing his butt in everyone's lasagna? Because he is twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How's this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving in a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way! While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, that's an image that the internet will draw, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay.
Sure.
Creativity. Let's go to the auditorium then. Looking good, Brian. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays and standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you're minding your own business, and you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting, just as you're about to approach her. There you are, Polly, following a scent. The scent of betrayal! What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed up my sports gear. Put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. Polly, I know we're best bros and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent. Maybe not a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything. A ghost smells like algebra and global warming. Right. Well, if ghosts don't smell, what am I smelling? Of course ghosts smell like cocaine-spiked rose wine Victoria Seance lingerie. That's kind of maybe a little bit creepy, but that seems more like directly for Scott, so let's try this. Oh my gosh, yes, my favorite things! Then it was you! Scott, do you have any idea how many ghosts in the school wear Victoria's seance? It's the ultimate lingerie boutique. So you're saying it could have been any ghost? Pretty much. But you know what? I would be happy to use my rose wine smelling lingerie scented skill set to help you crack the case. Thanks, Polly. You're a good friend. As they walk away arm in arm, Polly looks over her shoulder and mouths to you. It was totally me. But Scott seems content. The friendship is saved, and Polly seems pretty flattered by your choice descriptors. In the end, the strongest smell here is the sweet smell of success. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Sweet! Excuse me. A little bit of hay fever, but that's okay.
Sure.
Ooh. Still running low on creativity, but let's try something different. Let's up the charm a little bit. Actually, no, I really badly need money, so I'll get some. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only 2 money. Scott and Polly pull you aside, one of them holding each of your arms. Whatever's going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. The midterm for AB jump scares is coming up tomorrow and we're so unprepared. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled up the textbook and smoked it. And I ate my homework. But nothing worked. We've only got one option left. We gotta cheat, bro. We just need to figure out how to do it without messing with the teacher. Or with messing with the teacher. Either way, if you can help us, we'd be super grateful. That's all the incentive you need. You hook them up with your ultimate cheating technique. Just take the test like normal, but then use this time machine to go back and change your answers. Or write all the answers on the teacher's face, you'll never see them there. My boldness isn't too bad. I'm assuming this one is kind of boldness. That's probably more creativity. Boldness? Yes! Oh, yes, yes, yes! Mr. Giant Stonehead is like 99% face. It's perfect. And I've heard he sleeps like a rock too. This will be so easy. But isn't this vandalism? Coach says winners don't do vandalism. No, silly. It's only vandalism if you're doing it on a not alive thing. This is makeup artistry. Make a mental note never to let Polly do your makeup. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Sweet. We're already doing much better this time round.
Sure.
Over to Polly's table. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly food subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea? People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplies by selling plastic food. Business idea? Nipples? Just nipples? Yeah. Okay. Wait, business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create a perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product would be. Meth. It's what's for lunch. I think tapeworms is much more Vera's thing, so let's try meth. Oh yeah, you know, I was just complaining the other day that I made way more meth than I can ever do myself. The profit margin will be incredible. The problem is the name. Meth has a really terrible reputation. You need to rebrand. You mean come up with a new name? Like Skinny Fun Powder? Or probably not meth? Yes, except not either of those. Oh, I know! I've got the perfect name. Don't say. Nipples! Kill me. But it turns out Nipples is the perfect name for a drug you want to sell to high school students. Polly makes a killing and drug dealing turns to be a very romantic bonding experience for the two of you. Whoop whoop! So far so well, my lovelies.
Sure.
Sorry. Apologies for the sniffles. I need to up my creativity. So, back to the auditorium we go. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisations is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. That's looking much more balanced. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Ooh, digging those outfits! Yes! Work it! Oh, Polly, you just look freaking adorable. I can already smell the cosplay from here. Just, oh, so cool. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time that we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever. But, like, I don't want to start making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out. But you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh, careful with your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you could offer a solution. Why don't you make up a phony workout craze? It worked for Frank Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. Oh man, do I have a great prank for you. I call it stealing. My stats are pretty even across the board. I think I could do either one. Maybe just straight up theft, because that sounds a bit more fun and chaotic. So bold. Stealing. I like where your head's at, but it could use a catchier name. What about humping? Humping is already a thing. Yeah, but it's awesome. Fair point, but we need something classier. Something that says, this is cool and also legal. Ooh, theft. Warmer. Ooh, what about finance? That's already a thing. Oh, fine. How about ambush finance? Oh, yes! That's hot. You leave them to discuss whether they can trademark stealing. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. We are on a roll tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, Brian has become a dealer and aggressively refinances people's funds.
Sure.
Okay, what stats do I need to up? I think I need to up my charm, so let's head to gym, shall we? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them, and straight into the season finale of Interdimensional Bachelor. Oh, it's you, you asshole. Oh, good lord. Help. I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard. Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win, I don't even care what the prize is! Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios? Our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. Can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Anyway, everyone stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. I present you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Draw on hinges, bees pour out. Everything could be solved with bees. Fuck! Damn it. You unhinge your jaw and unleash the bees. Wait, why were there bees inside your mouth? You fool. Your childish pranks have destabilized the fabric of this pocket dimension. It's coming apart around us. Ah, help! My shoes are turning into lizards. I like those shoes. What's this? All the money in my wallet has turned into moths. You'll pay for this. No part of me is turning into animals, but I suddenly care about things. This is all your fault. Why didn't you just answer with words? Why did it have to be bees? The question arises, why couldn't it have been bees? But you can't take back the past. You spend the next 1,000 years traversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and your 3 pissed off friends. No time has passed when you return home, but you'll never forget, and Liam, Vera, and Polly will never forgive. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. Damn it! Hey, Polly, I fucked up, so take me back. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prankmaster Hal, presented and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all stressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room without ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it. Chairman. But no time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh, yeah. Okay, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott. For the last time, that's not a prank. And I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. I like the idea of replace all the food with chairs. Yes! You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, kinda does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course! Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now, up you go. Wait, that was... that was terrible. Wait, does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott, or her affection with you. Prank achieved.
Sure.
I really need to up my boldness and my charm, but we haven't tried boldness yet. Excuse me. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You're minding your own business when Vera grabs you by the collar and yanks you into a huddle with her and Polly. We're in big trouble, asshole. That's all your fault. Yeah, Ambush Finance has been a huge success. Too huge. They want us to write a book about it. Sorry. They want us to write a book about it. We don't know how to write a book. And we already accepted the advance. So I took a bunch of Adderall and wrote 270 pages of garbage about stealing. But, of course, the publishing house won't accept it. They say it's missing a big reveal at the end. Some kind of ultimate secret to Ambush Finance success. That's where you come in. Yeah, you came up with the idea in the first place. For which we owe you absolutely no royalties, by the way. So we figured you could help us come up with a big secret for the end of the book. What do you say? Keeping in mind that if you say no, I will have you skinned. The ultimate secret to Ambush Finance is that there is no secret and you're all suckers for buying this book. Or the ultimate secret to Ambush Finance was inside you all along. Organs. You can steal organs and sell them for a ton of money. My smarts are pretty good. I have a feeling that's maybe a smarter one. That's more fun, so I'm gonna go with this one. Oh shit, my smart wasn't high enough, damn it! Wow. You know I don't have organs inside me, right? Classic alive people privilege. Assuming everybody just has organs. Gross. While I personally don't care about your blatant racism at all, it would seriously harm our sales across several demographics, including ghosts, robots, and living furniture. I only endorse discrimination when it's profitable. Thank you. Later, ghost hater. Oh, boo. You lose 2 charm and 1 smart. Fuck! Damn it! And hey, Wolfsbane, how's it going? Welcome back. God, I need to up my things again. Shit, I really need to up my charm. Back to gym we go.
Give me your money.
Fuck, I forgot. Can I buy anything cool? I kind of want to buy the ghost costume just to see what event it triggers. Yeah, fuck it. I'll buy the ghost costume. Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's a spirit champ. Hey, Garrett, how's it going? Welcome back.
Sure.
Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs. So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you?
Well, of course. I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it.
Hey, me neither. What other kind of crazy serfs have you got?
Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf to keep my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing.
Well, that's a lot of serfs.
It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas.
Hey, just back from bowling. Bowling's such great fun. Hope you had a great time, Garrett. Well, I'm sure with the help of Brian, we could totally probably think up a dope new kind of surf.
Oh, is that so? I can't wait.
Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Party surf, yeah. A surf? For me? I couldn't possibly.
Why not? I do it all the time.
But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions?
Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I can do no wrong. Therefore, it's probably fine.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah! That's how I do to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms.
Hire? Polly, dearest, we don't pay our serfs.
We don't? Sweet deal! Polly hires the burliest hangover surf she can find, and the two of you go out for a night of your lives. Oh, sorry. Go on. The surf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the memories are well worth second-degree manslaughter.
Sure.
Definitely need to up my fun. I need to up my smarts. I'm gonna go to class. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You spot Miranda and Scott in the vicinity. It seems like a perfect opportunity to test your new blanket. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approach them with a spooky boo-hoo, while Miranda is explaining something to Scott.
And that's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst, and was likely tied to the disappearance of Mars Argo. What's this? A ghost? Perhaps a foreign exchange student.
What are you talking about? Oh, gasp! I didn't see you there. So ghostly. You guys are joking, right? This is clearly just Brian wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it.
Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted.
Yeah, Liam. You don't see anyone saying, "Oh, Liam is really just Brian wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it."
Exactly, Liam. Exactly, Liam. Even despite the many times we suspected it was so.
What?
Oh, sorry, little ghost. We were ignoring you.
That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghost powers?
Oh yes, divulge, divulge.
Basic ghost knowledge. Ghost main power is levitating staff or ultimate ghost prank. Haunt someone into despair. Ghost prank sounds right. Shit, I don't have enough fun. Spot a victim for your prank. The Coven. You start running in their direction while screaming your best boo to date. What's this? Maybe it's a minion of Queen Nehelena. Nehelena? Rumors say she's preparing to be the big bad of next season. Stop booing at us. It's hard enough as it is to save the world on a daily basis. We don't need people here undermining our morale. Stop booing! This school is unbelievable. Ugh. They go running, looking for a place to recover from all the booing and undermining. Oh no! What have we done?
We made them miserable by forcing our little ghost friend to haunt them with its ghost powers.
You do realize he just ran at them while booing, right?
The only thing I realize is that too much ghost power in our hands has made us evil.
We've got no time to lose. We need to start living lives of good deeds so we can be forgiven for this.
You're right, Scott. Maybe in 10 or 20 years, we can be redeemed for this moment of weakness.
At least you've led Miranda and Scott onto a path of goodness? Nah, this has been a failure for sure. You lose 2 smarts and 1 fun. No, damn it.
Sure.
I don't think we're going to be as successful this time round. I'll try and up my fun a little bit. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan the magical Latino cat, and now everyone defines him only by size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him, the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards. She's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly...
Greetings, my love.
Oh god, it's you again. Never fear, my lady. I will save you from this lascivious cretin. Oh, it's that interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock.
Oh, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants?
Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own.
Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so I'm cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek.
It is this exact on-fleekiness which I seek, for you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours.
Oh. Ours?
This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. Throw a party so dope, Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. Marry the prince yourself right now. I have a feeling this is either between charm or boldness. No, it'd probably be between charm and fun, and both of those suck for me. Just try the party option. Yeah, I thought so. Damn it. You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get ready to party.
No, stop! The sex lasers are untested. They could...
But it's too late. You've already flipped the switch on the Orgasma Zapper. Great bleeflubs of boomia! That laser is supercharging inanimate objects with sexual energy.
No! I never wanted to see a drinking fountain look like it...
Why do I have to read this sentence?
I never wanted to see what a drinking fountain would look like if it could fuck, and backpacks aren't even supposed to be that moist.
Oh, the visual imagery in this game. Don't worry, milady. I'll save you from this distracting furniture orgy. Polly jumps through the interdimensional portal without a second thought. She's back at school in a couple of hours, but who knows how much time's passed in that other dimension. You lose 2 sparks and 1 creativity. No.
Sure.
Hey, Polly. Can I sit with you?
Alright, I'm just trying to comprehend your request.
What's there to comprehend? It's really simple. Miranda, take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out.
But wherefore?
Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all. It's a new me, Miranda. Like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom?
I suppose you do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you'll get lots of likes on social media, and not be executed.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Brian? Heck yeah, you do. Don't you? I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear, and it's where you take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in fancy tiny outfits. Or yep, it's called dying. Brian's a zombie boy. Dying sounds right? Yes! Dying is my fucking fave! I mean, listen, the first time I did it, I was like, okay, so now I don't get to be alive anymore. But then when all the cool ghost stuff kicked in, I was like, OMG, dying is awesome! Everybody should die!
I'm not sure I would be into this dying trend. But I do know that Daddy's reign helps many peasants achieve this mean, so it's nice to know that they're becoming super popular on social media in the process.
Remind me not to ever hang out in Miranda's kingdom on break. But hey, Brian, maybe you and I can hang out and do some dying together. Yeah, maybe? Yay, nay.
Sure.
I need to up my creativity a bit, so let's head to the... Oh, actually, I really need to up my smarts. Smarts or charm? Smarts. That day you are astonished by the new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that a class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And +2 smarts. Then you realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly...
Greetings, my love.
Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I'm here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy again.
Look!
Whoa! An underworld spectre. This again. What again? This is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face! So deadpan. No expression at all. That's because it's not a face. It's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my fate had 2 holes cut in it. That would be fucking metal! No, listen, it's not a face, it's...
Ghost friend, help us! Save us from this interdimensional creep!
Yeah, do something. Something ghostly. That sounds more like boldness. I'll throw a rock at him. Ouch! Inappropriate. The only violence I tolerate is the violence of love. When a man forces his pure love onto his non-mutual lovers. That sounds kind of rapey. That and the violence imposed by my army, usually alongside the former type of violence. I will be back for you, my young lovers. And so he retreats to his dimension.
Superb!
Metal. That ghost just beat the prince with its ghost powers. He just threw a rock at him. Dude, pay attention. It was clearly a ghost rock. What's the difference between a rock and a ghost rock? One is a rock, and the other one is a fucking ghost rock! You do realize you didn't answer my question, right? Ghost rock!
Huzzah!
Yeah, throwing a rock at your problems like a champ. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Fuck yeah!
Sure.
Let's see. I really need to up my charm, so off to the gym we go then. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw the ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways that you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reason to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. You're getting ready for another round of, you guessed it, dodgeball, when Polly flags you down.
Hey, you know what I realized? Gym is the one time we're actually encouraged to judge the way students handle each other's balls.
Before you can even begin to think of a response, a giant interdimensional rift opens in the gymnasium. God damn it! And out pops the ever-persistent interdimensional prince.
Greetings, my love.
My dearest Lady Polina, worry not, my love. I am here to whisk you away to the safety of my dimension.
Safety? From what?
From what? Why, from this unceasing war you seem always to be caught in the middle of. Danger abounds all around you. Look at these uniformed soldiers. Look at the projectiles hurtling through the air, often towards your gorgeous visage. Come, let me steal you away.
If you're all using the word steal, it's a good sign this is not going in a great direction.
But the interdimensional prince is too focused on saving Polly from the horrors of war to listen to reason. He grabs her by the arm and is about to pull her through the interdimensional rift when you call out to him. If you're taking her, you must follow the rules of engagement and first speak at your highest rank to our highest rank officer. Coach! Or a true hero wouldn't flee to safety. He would stay and fight this war for his love's honor. My boldness is definitely my highest, as is my fun. Which one would be better? I don't know which one. Guys, which one should I pick? Either we call for the coach or we defend her honor and... But I'm just worried that one relies on charm. I don't know what stats they're calling from. No. Yeah, I'll just give it a shot. Oh, yes! Ah, you make a very excellent point, my friend. Fear not, Polina. I will fight for your honor, defeat your enemies, and then abduct you back to my dimension.
Oh, perfect. Sounds great.
Alright, Polina's army. It's time to defeat her attackers. For Polina! The prince rushes the opposing team with gusto, ready to destroy the dastardly beings determined to hurt his uninterested bride. Unfortunately for him, Polly uses her psychic powers. What, you didn't know ghosts had psychic powers? And gave her team new instructions. Or, wait, she just texted them. Both dodgeball teams immediately pelt him with all the balls they have, which is a lot of balls, and the interdimensional prince is accosted from every side. No! Polina, why? The betrayal, it hurts. And so do these balls! My neighbors must think I'm really fucking weird. With a final ball to the head, ironically thrown by his beloved Polly herself, the interdimensional prince is knocked unconscious. A rift in space and time opens up and a pair of concerned-looking servants carry the prince back through the rift, which then closes behind them. Sweet! This is the most fun I have ever had playing dodgeball. We should knock people unconscious in PE every day, Brian. Man, if that doesn't sound romantic, what does? You gain +2 fun, +1 charm, and -1 interdimensional prince. I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough oomph to ask her to prom and succeed, but fuck it, I'll still try. You arrive at your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming.
We're under attack! Alarm! Alarm! Summon the guards!
They're using their bizarre mind powers on me.
The cute, tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses shades, just like me, clearly because the evil twin thing.
We're not attacking anyone, we're eating. What do you mean less attractive?
Disgraceful. Lies, subterfuge.
I can feel them in my brain, making me less cool and sexy. Ah!
Always the same with you.
Every single lunch hour. I am digging her aesthetic. I love corporate goth looks. Can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Drug that food. You reach into your pouch of drugs and pull out a handful of miscellaneous pills, which you sprinkle on the coven's mashed potatoes. What are you doing? Are you trying to drug us? Idiot. Winners don't do drugs. You know what? How about we just move to another table?
Suckers. They left their druggy potatoes. Looks like everything's turning up, Polly.
Polly eats all the drugs out of the potatoes and then decides she's a canoe. A canoe that thinks you're kind of cute.
Sure.
Last try for something. Let's end it on a slightly smarter note. After all, I need more brains. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all of your minds, and ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains +10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, you also gain +2 smarts. Hooray! You could start doing something productive. Or you could put on your blanket and get up to some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for someone, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception. Apart from boring Liam.
Hiya! Wait, what's this?
Another ghost?
No, I can't believe this.
Finally, someone else notices. It's clearly just Brian wearing a...
I can't believe it because it's just too cool to be true.
Oh, come on, it's not cool or true.
Shh, Liam. I got to hear our cool new ghost friend over all your jealousy. So, tell me, how did you die? We have to share so much ghost gossip. Or ghost ship, as I like to call it.
Good question. Time to prove a lie with another bigger lie. My charm's not bad, but my boldness is probably better, so I'm gonna go that one. Oh, that was fun! Well, that's just stupid.
You mean stupidly awesome?
No, just plain stupid. Also, which god of party? Dionysus? Hecate? The deer person?
Who cares, you party pooper?
I'm just saying, his story has more holes than the actual holes cut out of the blanket he is clearly wearing.
Shut up, Liam. Maybe we should sacrifice you to the god of party.
You don't like such bad vibes, and because of that, you start dancing. Polly joins you.
Ghost dance!
I swear I'm going to follow you around until you take off that sheet. Not a chance, but for now, ghost dance. Also, you gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. The monster prom draws near. Come on, Polly, I tried my best.
Hi.
I'll ask you to prom, please.
Sure.
Please.
Hey, boo. Prom? Nah, ghost on ghost is like super vanilla. I have enough ghosts with myself. If you were something else, maybe like a zombie or a djinn or Frankenstein's monster, or the very concept of fear,
But no, you're clearly a very realistic ghost. Just like me. Wait, you actually are one of those things.
Polly out.
And she's phased out before you can take off your stupid blanket. God damn it.
Right?
Fuck, no! Prom night sucks. Why did you decide to ask anyone to prom while wearing a blanket? You pretended to be a ghost, yet you're the one haunted by the ghosts of your failures. Too real. Ooh. Brian, best at secret handshakes. Polly, least corporeal student. Hey, at least it was just by misunderstanding and they didn't fucking hate my guts. That's a plus. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of your life. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. After some years, the Prince's Dimension became a democracy, mostly due to the public discontent with the royalty that spends most of its time in other dimensions. Despite that, the Prince kept on annoying high schoolers, still wrong on so many levels. Polly graduated doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to people hallucinating to act as their spirit animal. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. The latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life. And then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! We did good, guys. That was actually probably the closest we came to actually succeeding. But we did good, guys. I have an idea of who I want to play for the next one. And who I might want to try and woo, because I love exploring all these different options, because definitely when it gets to the point of repeating itself, then you have a better idea of which ones to pick depending on your stats. Also, I love these pictures, they're beyond adorable. By the way, I would totally watch like an Adult Swim series based off of this game. It didn't have to be like a full-time series. It could just be like some short, like 10-minute shorts for like the Adult Swim website or on YouTube, and I would watch the shit out of them. Yay! But we still have another hour to go on this stream, so let's take another crack at it. Ah, spooky high school. Sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Let's go with you, cutie. Oz. Cool name.
Sure thing.
Aw, shy little cutie. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda, Damien, Scott, Liam, Polly, or Vera. I kind of want to try going after Liam for something a little bit different. Because we're going for the party girl, let's go after the nerd. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we'll be using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, with her abundant of We've just done this, let's get going. You're elected president for a day. What's your first law you pass? You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted, calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws, so this is a trick question, or are you just being an idiot? $1 bills will now include a picture of me and the inscription, "Beware too much awesomeness." My presidency might last today, but my fame will last forever. If we're going to be going after Liam, then smarts is probably what we're going to go for. So smart. School is outdated and lame. You need a new school subject ASAP. Let's see. Critical thought. Extra smart. What would be your dream first date? An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. Yeah, that's Liam. Crimes, a professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice, a wild party in international waters, a sweaty and manly wrestling match, or a lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. Art exhibition. Yeah!
All right.
Okay, ooh, I really need to up my boldness now, so let's head to the bathrooms first. Oh, he's so adorable. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You notice Liam and Damien talking to each other. Maybe you're a little jealous, so you decide to join them. Oh, I know, right? The entire concept of slaying is barbaric, racially motivated and deeply rooted in abhorrent colonial mindset. Their outfits, black on red, it's like bad cosplay as a fashion statement. I'm just pissed off that they could get such a cooler name. You know, if I murder a dude, I'm just a killer. But if one of them murders one of us, they're a slayer. Slayer is a metal band. Killers is just a post-pop baby shit. There was a time when I would have hotly debated the genre classification of the Killers with you, but they're popular now and so are obviously garbage. And the same goes for Slayers. Someone really ought to put an end to this archaic practice. You mean by murdering all the Slayers? We've tried that, Damien. We've been trying that for literally centuries. Now, what we need is a new initiative. Something fresh. Something modern. Something like... Liam seems to be drawing a blank, but you're not. Your idea is simple, yet effective. Murder all the Slayers, or a massive PR campaign letting people know that every cool person in history was either a vampire or a demon. That sounds more like it. So creative. You had me a massive PR campaign. Then you lost me a cool person. And then you got me back with history. Oh, I can't wait to educate the ignorant public. For example, did you know that Caligula and Jack the Ripper were the same vampire? Yeah, everybody knows that. But you know Jane Austen was a demon? Ah, yes, A Room of One's Own was originally titled A Doom of One's Own. Oh, we've got so much research to do. Come on, Damien, let's go to the library. Fuck! You've doomed Damien to his own personal hell, but Liam's on cloud 9. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Whoop whoop! And yes, Danvor, I agree, this is the best game ever.
All right.
You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, You're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, sure. Surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I can get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off of this too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak Main Street loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. Okay, this is a tricky one. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as a byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their internal souls as a side dish. The animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death, so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. That seems much more like to favor Vera. This one seems more like Liam's. Damn it! Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize. And it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? Now the cruelty is extensive beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Oz, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. Well, that being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum. Maybe? You don't know. You've never actually eaten a soul before. I suck at this game, Denver. Everyone knows, but we're all along for the ride anyway. But I'm sure it's delicious. It sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
All right.
I really need to up my fun, so let's go outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea it escalates so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. And read that before. Gain +2 fun. You spy Vera and Liam engage in their favourite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging. Oh, do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash, lime green super boots do not go with chupacabra fur. At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wear the same Air Gorgon sneakers. They really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I've yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like. I have a feeling like criticizing mainstreamness would be much more up Liam's alley. So smart. Finally, someone understands what I've been saying all along. It's not people who are ugly, it's society. He means that conceptually, people in general are still kind of ugly. If everyone stopped focusing on society's beauty standards, long fangs, tight wings, thick horns, and started focusing on important things like artisanal bread and the correct bands, think of how much better we would be. Maybe then society would be as beautiful as me. Although, probably not. I'm stunning. Never forget that Vera Oberlin was #1 in the Perseus pamphlet's list of most gorgeous gorgons. You never forget, mostly because you didn't know that in the first place. But hey, either way you gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
All right.
Society's the true villain of this game. I need to up my creativity and my fun and my boldness. think I'm gonna just try and up my boldness. No, I'll up my charm first. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost to deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language, so naturally you go to eavesdrop. Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze. Thank you. See, I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. That's not an erection joke. People would die. Personally, I think hentai is the source of the problem. Yes. It's so unrealistic. Hello, I'm not a 2D drawing. I'm a real vampire. I know. Even I can't keep up with the standards hentai is setting. What, I'm supposed to just grow a dick during sex? Exactly! Unrealistic standards and expectations for sex. And all the women are drawn exactly the same. There's even less body type diversity than at the school. Plus, I don't think anyone in real life has ever willingly addressed the tentacle as senpai. And what's with all the tentacles anyway? Because half the studio heads are krakens, Liam. And no tea, no shade to the women who do enjoy tentacle porn. I know at least 3 of my snakes do, but I won't out them. But I do think that there should be more diverse offering for those of us who'd like something less sphaliosexual. Agreed. Hentai should be more artistic, redraw explicit scenes in the style of great artists such as Picasso and Magritte. Or don't send misogynistic kraken to do Femme Gordon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. Creativity, I think. Ugh, damn it. You don't really get misogyny, do you? The problem is the narrative, not the art style. If I feel myself drugging you with stealing your organs, but put a classy Instagram filter on it, would that be better? Why defile great art by adding tentacles to it? There's being subversive, and then there's being simply vulgar. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I just had to sneeze, but I had to quickly mute my microphone. Sorry. We might as well just doodle some dicks on the Mona Lisa and call that hentai. Do you want to? Might as well. We won't solve hentai, but it's better than talking to this creep. Burn. You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Hey, Wolfsbane, you managed to get Polly to go to prom. Nice one. Just forgot who I was trying to woo. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed. I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's going to have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool. So, what's it going to be? Well, I guess I'm be going there because no way anyone can be as cool as Liam. Let me ask you this, would an uncool person be giving Vera 50 monster dollars right now? Just straight sucking up. Wait, was that sarcasm? No, of course not. Oz was clearly being totally sincere. There it was again. Are you two doing this on purpose? Now, why on earth would we do that? I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so... I had 26 fun, I did buy an item to help. Shit, that is quite high fun. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wooed me with your open disdain for language. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Exactly. Vera and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool.
All right.
Oh, I really need to up my creativity. Oh, so dashing. Love that outfit. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school players' standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you see Liam beaming to himself. Liam? Beaming? Ooh, nice outfit. It appears that my application to write for Virtue magazine was received and accepted. I knew my pitch would hook them. Imagine the edgiest, most irreverent article subject you can think of. Now double it. That's my article subject. You see, I used a writing technique on them called lying. It's very effective. Up until they call your bluff. Now I've actually got to write an article. And I've got no idea what to write. You, save me from the consequences of my actions. It's just an idea that lives up to my own hype. A passionate argument for the legalization of recreational chimera toxins, or a chilling expose of the past industry griffin trafficking. This seems more smarts. Oh, damn it. Well, of course I don't condone the suffering of innocent magical creatures, but griffin pasta is delicious. So delicious. I simply don't think I could give up the taste of griffin pasta for anything, regardless of the cruelty involved. And I would hate to make a hypocrite of myself. If I don't have my integrity, what do I have? Other than my impeccable taste in art, music, and fashion. Liam does have pretty impeccable taste. How foolish of him to stop to asking you. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. No. I don't think we're going to be lucky with this round.
All right.
Really need to up my fun, so let's head outdoors again. Small Latino cat returns! Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing, but you decided to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangles potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Correction. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre, which sounds like a fucking fantastic flavor. Really? Because it looks like raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Tasty. Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no. All those poor headless goat bodies, running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one... either assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos, or write an extremely mean blog post. That sounds about right. Fuck. That's a great idea. I'll do it right now. Wait, Scott, I think you meant I should... But it's too late. Scott has already stashed Liam's laptop and started typing. Grr, mean words. Mean blog post. Grr. He's not even writing words. He's just punching and slapping the keyboard. That's how you know the words are mean. Because they're made with punching. Before Liam could get his computer back, Scott has already posted his masterpiece, which begins with the immortal line... Fangles is strangely unmoved by this half-full essay, and Liam's computer is a smouldering ruin. You lose 2 smarts and 1 money in order to repair Liam's computer. Damn it. I suck. But I'll give it my all. find Damien brandishing his usual silverware, a hammer and chisel, while Liam looks on in horror. You can't eat that. Watch me. First of all, it's made of one seamless piece of obsidian, so it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a lich's phylactery. Part of this balanced breakfast. It's lunch. You're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're going to eat that, get possessed by a lich and kill us all. Well, I'm nervous that it's not going to happen. Looks like these two are at an impasse. Perhaps you can solve perhaps you can solve the dispute and score some romantic cred at the same time. Damien, don't eat it. You won't have room for all the baby seals I brought you. Or Liam's right, Damien. You should make him eat it. Yes. Oh, fuck, damn it. I have a feeling I'm going to be asking myself to prom. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about the golden room. Do unto others. Whatever the hell you want, because it's funny. What? No, this is an outrage. I don't even eat food, let alone inedible objects suffused with eldritch magic. Well, there's a first time for everything, Dracula. Down the hatch. Damien force feeds the dread artifact to Liam. He's instantly possessed with the dark energy, as opposed to his normal morose energy. I am the Lord of the Night, the Heresarch of Ice, Devourer of Joy. What a nerd. Liam has to go to the nurse's office to get the curse removed, while you and Damien rob a bank to celebrate. I think from here on out, because I kind of know that my relationship with Liam is mostly fucked, I'm just going to pick the choices that I feel like I'll have the best stats in. Not so much like appealing to him in particular. But I do need to balance up my boldness and creativity, so creativity first. That day, while rehearsing for the cosplay, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible, but you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. Hey, Nexus, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could join us again. Look, speaking from personal experience, there's nothing wrong with going to prom by yourself. Hey, absolutely. The whole reason of prom or a ball or anything like that is to have a good time. And if you can't find anyone that you want to go with, just go by yourself and have a great time anyway. And it's marvellous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisations is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See? Even Oz, a sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad. Because we're warriors, so we need to fight. I fucking love it how he's dressed as a tree. Screaming birds are a nice touch. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Oz, ever since our major success with the Fangles Goathead debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines! No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbot, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to own the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our reputation? So now we're endeavouring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalised community as their sexiest creature alive. Sorry that you didn't get to go to your prom or like formal dance, Wolfsbane. But if you know you weren't going to have a great time anyway, then I hope you still had a fun night with friends or something. Where did you meet them? Fair point, Nexus. Like, it does cost a little bit to get to... sorry, brain all over the place tonight. To get, like, kind of fit the role of going to the prom, like the dress and outfit and transportation and all that stuff. And, yeah, just save some money or have a good night in. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Pfft, that's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the warrior part, store Monster magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. That sounds more like creativity, which it's okay, but it's not great. That sounds like bold. This sounds like close to our alley. Ooh, good. What a brilliant idea. Three-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population. I've played a sports game against someone exactly like that. He's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can! You can, and you do! You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own monster magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long it's becoming more celebrated than the actual monster magazine. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet! Now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you +3 money! Hey, I know you're about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say really quickly, it's pretty much the only girls in the school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates. It was really nice to see a three-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? Aw, that was actually really sweet. The Coven is so much cooler when they're not babbling on and on about that end-of-the-world bullshit and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead.
All right.
Boldness. Yeah, bathrooms. Need up that. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. Where's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Later, you see Liam rolling his eyes at his phone. You ask him what's up before he can roll them right out of his head. I'm having trouble with my status on Facebook. I expressed a positive opinion about bug manicures, which I obviously meant ironically, and now my so-called friends are responding with blatantly unironic pictures of themselves with centipedes glued to their nails. I know being aloof and misunderstood is my brand, but I want to be misunderstood on my terms, not theirs. What kind of status should I post that could be idiot-proof? Flat out post that everyone currently reading this status is an idiot, or vague blog for your life. That sounds like what Liam would do. Damn it. There's one thing idiots don't understand, it's their own idiocy. If I post a status like that, it'll be the one time everyone takes it ironically. They'll use the mwahaha react button, and the wings up of approval. Oh, never mind. Open and honest communication? Online? You're the idiot. You lose 3 smarts? What? Fuck.
All right.
Well, our relationship's kind of shot to hell with Liam, so why don't we sit at a table with Coach? You're about to take the first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere. Stop, you can't eat that. You're not warmed up yet. Do you want to strain your jaw? Sprain your esophagus? Pull your intestines? I thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get our food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose the workout. You've got 2 options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food, or an absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups. Push-ups. Work off some of that energy. A monster after my own heart. Let's push up. You and Coach drop to the floor and embark on a kinesiological journey from which there is no return. Within minutes, your mind is a push-up filled void. Within the hour, you have left your body. You die. You meet God. He is impressed by how many push-ups you can do. You go back to your body so you can do more push-ups. Realize it is not your body you're pushing up, but the entire world. Seems like centuries. But only 90 minutes have passed when you regain consciousness, enlarged in spirit and in bicep. You gain +4 boldness? Shit, son. Have to remember that.
All right.
Sorry, it's just a moth got in my face and was annoying me. Blah. Oh, kind of the rest of our stats are kind of even across the board. I should actually probably go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. At the end of class, the teacher passes back your quizzes from last week. Liam looks at his and sighs. Just another fascistic assessment in a long line of fascistic assessments. Don't get me wrong, my performance on these little charades is exceptional. I am devastatingly intelligent, but I find the entire enterprise distasteful. Must be weighed and measured like so much raw steak. Elroy the swamp monster snorts derisively. Alright, buttsucker, if you're so smart, how are they supposed to assess us without tests? Well, I mean, given time I'm sure I can come up with, obviously. That's not going well for Liam. You jump in and save the day. Rap battles or brutal fight to the death. That seems much more like boldness. Rap battles. Damn it, my creativity wasn't high enough. Liam whirls on you, eager for the distraction. So you would solve this endemic injustice with cultural appropriation? Why stop there? Why not replace term papers with flamenco dancing, report cards with sorry, I can't pronounce that. Vision quests. If you think that sounds totally awesome, how do you feel about racism, huh? Does racism sound totally awesome to you? The good news is that you've helped Liam change the subject. The bad news is that the new subject is what a racist you are. You lose 2 fun and 1 creativity. Damn it.
All right.
It's water. What do I need to up? My boldness is already pretty great. Need to up my fun again. Start the rave again. I spot Juan, the magical Latino cat. He seems a bit sad. Explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan the... Okay, read that one. You correct him, you don't see him such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are about 23 other Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you never forget about him and the crazy adventures both live together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. Great time remembering those crazy stories, gain +2 fun. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. It depends, Wolfsbane, because some lore, you know, vampires that have no reflection in mirrors because historically mirrors were made out of silver. So the whole tying in with, you know, silver being a deterrent for monsters like werewolves and vampires, that would make sense, which is why that vampires wouldn't have reflections. But kind of in modern sensibilities, maybe they could appear as like mist or like kind of foggy, blurred images of themselves. So maybe Liam's Instagram feed is just like tons of blurred images of himself and pictures of his food. That's why I use my own proprietary filters. Proprietary filters for almost all my photos. Infinite Torp. It's also probably why I have only 6 Instagram followers. I almost all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot. I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct.
Goodness! The situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure you must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account, so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do?
Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes, or pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram. My money's not terrible. That seems much more along the bold line. Fuck it. Damn it, that's fun.
What is?
Porn? Oh my god. What have I done? Oh, what have I done?
Never mind. If you suggested it, it must be something very classy and suitable. Porn your heart out.
With Miranda's blessing, you soon transform Liam's feed into a cavalcade of nice boobs and deadly explosives. All seems to be going well. People are liking his pics in droves. When you see Liam being led through the halls in handcuffs. I don't even know what you're talking about. Encouraging acts of violence? I just post pictures of my food under opaque brown filters. It's just figurative violence against the status quo, not actual violence. So what if my profile says, come for the bootleg pornography, stay for the domestic terrorism? It's clearly ironic. Oh, if I was going to be wrongly incarcerated by the state, I should have at least liked some warning so I could fix my makeup. It's the worst day of my practically infinite lifespan. Cops eventually release Liam in exchange for teen fashion advice, but you spend the rest of the week covering your digital tracks. You lose 2 money and 1 creativity. And my last playthrough was going so well.
All right.
Coach, I'm gonna sit with you again, since you're my only friend. Here's hoping to enjoy your meal in peace, but Coach seems to have a different idea. What's this? Eating regular food? Again? Fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, blood. These are all parts of a complete lunch, sure. But you're forgetting the most important food group of all. Dietary supplements. Don't you worry now. Old Coach never goes anywhere without some emergency vitamins. Here, take your pick. It'll be rude to turn him down, and who knows, maybe you'll gain some benefits after all. Coach holds out 2 pill bottles. Palomino Gold 25 horse supplement for a shiny coat and luxurious mane. Completely black bottle emblazoned with the Chinese character for party time. Horse supplement sounds about right. You swallowed the entire bottle of horse supplements because there's no use committing to a bad decision halfway. Wise words? Suddenly you feel your hair growing silkier, even though you're not sure you had hair to begin with. Yeah, he does look kind of like Tony the Tiger, doesn't he? Something seems different about you. For some reason I want to stroke your mane and feed you sugar lumps. It's probably because of how healthy you are, from all the vitamins.
And don't forget to take your vitamins.
It's like I always say, when life gives you vitamins, take them, no matter what the label on the bottle says. You're inclined to agree. Also, some sugar lumps do sound good. Your classmates all gather around to comment on what a pretty pony you are. Everyone loves a horse, or a high school student slowly turning into one. You gain +4 charm. Hey!
All right.
Need out my creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. Seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. When you go to remove your costume, you see Scott still wearing his tree suit. You haven't seen a tree look this bummed since Woody and the Ents' parents were cut down to make way for that mega mall. That's sad. You ask Scott what's wrong. I really thought I was going to be an important part of this play, bro. I mean, trees are important, right? They give oxygen and shade and you can pee on them. Plus the director called me a trezzo. Sounds like way fancier than actor. So I don't know why I feel so useless. A trezzo means prop, you imbecile. You're not an actor, you're scenery. But I'm not scenery. I'm a person with feelings. My feelings want people to clap for me and tell me I'm a good boy. I know you're feeling. You poor Mongol. The entire purpose of the scenery is to be in the background, to remain unnoticed. Although, altering the performance such that a tree becomes the primary focus would be dreadfully avant-garde. In fact, it would be my greatest artistic achievement yet. Alright, Scott, I'm going to make your dream a reality. We need to brainstorm. How can we make the tree the center of this play? Oh, okay. Scott's not a tree, he's a tree person. He comes alive at the last second and rips the bad guy in half. Or what if everyone was scenery? That sounds more along the lines of bold, so click that one. Oh, fuck. The one difference between bold and fun is so thin. There are no bad ideas in brainstorming. Except for that one. That idea is terrible. First of all, the proper term isn't tree people, it's treeple. And furthermore, I'm sick of tired of privileged meat people, taking roles away from the hardworking tree people in the industry. It's blatant whitewashing. You know, like when you take wood and whitewash it to hide that it's wood? Yeah, also, I don't think Vera would like it very much if I ripped her in half. I wouldn't, no. The mere idea of a threat against Vera is enough to earn you a call from her lawyers. You lose 2 money and 1 boldness. Fucking hell.
All right.
Nah, fuck it, I'll go to class. That day the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. Don't think so, but that would be great! That joke was terrible. See you later, Wolfsbane! No, terrible jokes are welcome, so long as they're somewhat funny. God bless the golden era of television. TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. You gain +2 smarts. You're packing your stuff after class when suddenly, Coach bursts in with Vera and Liam under his arms. Emergency, you two, emergency! The student is failing and killing Stair class. Vera, Liam, you're the best students in that class. You've got to help him pass. Excuse me, can't possibly waste my time on this. My time is valuable. You're receiving an invoice. See? You already agree on something. I can feel the teamwork flowing, like melted butter over a lobster of success. And because motivation is the carrot to the stick of victory, I'm going to lock all 4 of us in this classroom until the student gives us the best killing stare in the whole school. Oh, okay. Show us what you got. And do it quickly, alright? You're ready to give your best killing stare. You focus as hard as you can. It looks as if you are trying to poop with all your heart. Not exactly a killing stare. Okay, let's start your training. The 3 of you do a lot of crazy training while an inspirational song plays out of nowhere. It's all very motivational. After a 30-second sequence, night has already come and all of you are covered in sweat. Damn, so intense. Fucking training sequences. Time to escape this torment. Give us a true killing stare, unless you want to slave the rest of your days in the cocaine mines. That's right, I'll stuff a bunch of cocaine in a mine and make you dig it out just to torment you. You dig down to the bottom of your soul and bust out. I look so fabulous it slays, or an ordinary pocket watch. I think that's... My charm isn't too bad, so I'll try that. Yes! You purse your lips 10% and raise your brows precisely 2 centimeters up and 3 degrees out. It's super effective. Vera's snakes are totally charmed. This is fire. It's mainstream and underground at the same time. What is that? Understream? Main ground? I don't know. You're so hot right now. I have seen God, and he is super hot to high school teen. You here, have +3 charm. You earned it, beautiful.
All right.
I'll take one last shot at sitting at Liam's table. The table you chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda? You have servants to chew your food for you?
What? Of course not. That would be barbaric.
The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak.
I have servants to eat for me. I call it eating serfs. Don't you have any?
First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving?
Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy.
Ugh. I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I crave about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. Maybe you should start this madness, Liam. Imagine all the food you could Instagram without having to eat any of it. But Miranda, look at the contented smile on that servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but secretly he's eating for himself. That seems the one that would flatter Liam more.
No, it can't be. Gordo, say it isn't true.
But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak which he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit.
Traitorous dog! Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan?
I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works.
Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel! Burby, eat Gordo for me at once.
The two serfs look at each other, then stuff as much food as they can into their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria.
Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now?
You could try eating.
Myself? But how?
You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food for apparently the first time in her life. Okay, wonder she hasn't died of malnutrition, but okay. And
All right.
where should we finish this up? Just ended up in the classroom. Actually, no, we haven't been to the library yet. Let's go there. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs managing your Starkicker. You receive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, almost everything goes to cover costs, you keep only 2 money. Later you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of ennui. Hey Oz, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent, I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on the dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turn-off. Right between sarcasm, illiteracy, and actually being a pickle and not a person. The postmodern protocol dictates for me to just ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious, yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments, so he might one day feel like sharing them with you. Maybe croissants, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile? This one, little vampire growing disinterested in overly attached were-koala emoji. My charm and smarts is quite high.
So authentic.
Yay! Oh, that one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested in overly attached were-koala, or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested in overly attached were-koala? Maybe the silly hat is not suited for this situation. Let's go with the classic. Okay, just sent it. He texted me back. Let's see. Oh, the were-koala being understanding of the little vampire's feelings and respecting them even if it hurt a bit emoji. I'm replying back with the formally grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at this. He just texted me with the emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds, but without being resentful about it. Perfect. We solved this as a team. Cheers to us. And cheers to the creative people who have turned every complex feeling and scenario into a friendly and colourful emoji. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. I'm going to be asking myself to prom.
All right.
I'm gonna have a great time on my own. You asked no one to prom. You told yourself that you didn't need anyone. And you know, on a theoretical level, that's completely true. But this seems like a way of avoiding potential rejection. We all fear rejection, sweetheart. It's a part of life. Victories for those who try. And you haven't. Prom night is here, and you can't help but wonder if you had a chance with any of your classmates. And those who fail have at least tried. And you, tonight, you failed in your own way, without even trying, which is some kind of twisted merit in its own right. Doubts will haunt you till the day you die. Prom was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and now it's gone. Oh no, wait, this is a video game. You can try and play again. Lucky bastard. Oh, it's best at being alone. Yay! Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. School play was a success in the end. The New Yorker said, "Never has a tree been as compelling and convincing as the tree in that play. Simply mesmerizing." Coach saw his bright students grow and become successful and marvelous people. Someone spotted him recently, watching the sunset with a manly tear on his cheek, probably reflecting on the miracle of youth. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game, she plays the game. So be careful, maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. During those 3 weeks... During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. One day we will succeed in asking someone to prom. And here's hoping next week, on the next Monstrous Monday, we'll be successful in our quest for love. But I think we're going to be wrapping up the stream for this evening now. We've played through it twice. We've tried our hardest to find love, but sadly it wasn't meant to be just yet. But we will never give up. We'll never surrender. And one day we will all find the one that is perfect for us. And may they be just as handsomely monstrous and stunningly grotesque as we want them to be. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight, guys. It's been wonderful as always streaming with you guys. And yeah, thanks so much for your support with my sad failed attempts at this game. It's still very much a learning curve for me, but here's hoping next week we'll have a bit more luck. So, I will see all of you guys on Wednesday for Woeful Wednesdays as we continue the next chapter of The Letter, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So thank you all so much for joining me this evening. It's been wonderful as always. Hopefully next week we'll be a little bit more successful in the pursuit of love. But if not, that's okay. We're all here to read the hilarious dialogue together and get up to some crazy high school shenanigans. So, I'll see you all 7:30 Wednesday evening for the next chapter of The Letter. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night.